Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
I'm Abby.
This is Popeye. Amelia's taking a nap. We are the RC Sailors. Welcome to our RC family. I want to take a second to show off my new shirt. It's kind of hard to read while I'm sitting down, so
Still don't know who sent that.
No.
It just showed up in the PO box.
Yeah. I like it. And the funny thing is, today we're going to fly a drone, so it doesn't even apply at all. So today, you see on the table, Popeye is like, woo! He's excited because we're going to do a mini drone, but it's different. We don't do this kind of stuff on the channel hardly ever. You can see on the table we've got all kinds of stuff scattered everywhere. It came in this box. This is a DIY mini drone. The good thing about this DIY drone is that it's plug and play, no soldering required. If it had to be soldered, it would look like a big glob of mess if I had to do it. So I'm gonna take the stuff out of the bags. We'll take a closer look and see if this is worth the asking price. So we'll fly it and really just put it to the test. There's everything in the box. We've got it out of the bag. We have our flight control board. We have 4 brushed motors. They're sticking together because of the magnets inside the coils. Here's our little canopy. The frame, we have 3 counterclockwise and 3 clockwise blades. And then we've got a nice little flight battery with a little USB charger. Already got that charged for us, and our dedicated transmitter. It comes with a flight instruction manual, and it comes with an assembly instruction manual. And I think this is going to be pretty easy to put together. The one thing that I kind of question here is, we've seen this kind of a drone for about $15 to $20, and it flies great and is just fun, and I usually highly recommend them.
And it's already built.
And it's already built. This one is $30. If you're interested, we'll have a link in the description box below if you don't believe me. You want to check it out for yourself. But the crazy thing is, why would they charge more for you to do the labor? You would think it would be cheaper. I don't know. Maybe you're paying for the experience. But in my experience, I don't want to pay to do things. I just want to fly and have fun. So let's put this together. I'm going to follow the instructions. We'll see if it's manageable for a goober like myself to be able to put a toy together. If I can't do it, we should all be scared. So let's see what we have to do. Well, that only took about 10 minutes or so to put it together. The downside of this build is this is supposed to come with a screwdriver and 2 little screws. The screws hold the frame onto the, actually they hold the flight control board onto the frame. Kind of the 2 most important little things in there.
That's why it took us 10 minutes.
Yes. Well,
should have only taken like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I had to get the hot glue gun out, and I put 2 little dabs of hot glue right there where the screws should be to hold that in place. It doesn't conduct electricity to my knowledge, and it should be safe for this. And it's drying and it's holding up pretty well. The only thing I might have wrong are the props could be on backwards. The instructions, other than the pictures that were there, are kind of horrible. Although it's such a simple build, things only go in one place. If you've ever flown one of these micro drones before, I think you could build it without this at all. So totally unnecessary. The moment of truth now is going to be to put the canopy on. Actually, I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to put the battery in and see if it'll fly. If not, I'll show you guys what to do with your props. Okay, it is lifting, so we can see it's working. If you ever have a drone and you put your props on and it's just like flipping over, or you're not getting any lift, you might need to just completely switch them with the exact props that they're beside. So in my case, you always want to have 2 counterclockwise going diagonally and 2 clockwise going the other way, diagonal from each other. And then if there's no lift or it just flips over, you may have to switch those around. A lot of times people think their drone is broken, but that's not the case. So we got lift. That means I'm going to put the canopy on and fly this and see how it performs. Good looking little drone. I think that myself, I mean, it does have lights too, red and blue, they're pretty bright. I think for myself, I would rather pay half the amount of money and not do the work. But
I don't really see the appeal when you're paying double.
No, and I think for $15, if you're going to sell a DIY kit, it should come with at least 1 extra motor, like clockwise and counterclockwise of each type. More than 2 spare props, because we only have 2 spares. We get more in non-DIY setups, and maybe like 4 flight batteries
and the screws and screwdriver.
Give us this, yeah. I had to really actually DIY a little bit on this one, so maybe it'll fly to the moon and back, and I'll change my mind. Popeye's excited, so let's do this. Ah, 1 prop was not spinning because those little wires got in the way when I put the canopy on. Okay, See, all these little things. I mean, you got to kind of make adjustments on your own.
Did the canopy mess up your wires?
Yeah, it did. The canopy is kind of pinching the wires. There we go. I got them tucked in. It's okay. All right, let's see how it goes. Sensitive, just more so than I expected. It's flying well. Let's just zip it around because that's kind of the type of drone this is. Very, very mild, docile controls. That's full stick throws. So, not very fast in rate 1. I assume that's headless mode because
the
it's
light's
beeping.
blinking.
That's headless mode. Let's go. That was the left shoulder button, which I feel like should have been rates. Let's see if it'll do a flip. Nice little tight flip, so the flip is good.
Do it again.
Okay, do it again?
Yeah.
Do it right here. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And Popeye's barking definitely woke Amelia up.
Yeah, just land and I'll get her pacifier back in her mouth.
Sounds good.
She's been liking that lately. Okay, we're getting better at this parenting thing.
That only took like 2 minutes, so that's better than sometimes our 2-hour breaks we have.
But Popeye's gonna bark again.
He will bark, so let's
Popeye,
come over here, dude. Come here. Come here. Think you can get it? Okay, let's see if we can adjust our rates. We should have a rate button somewhere, but let's see, it's gonna be... It's not that, that's definitely trimmed. I don't know if we even have rates, Abby. Give me just a second.
You're going everywhere.
This is such a wild little drone. Shh, Popeye. Okay, so it's normally like throttle trim, but in this case it's yaw trim. So there's rate 2, definitely more noticeable. And rate 3, very snappy and zipping out. Whoa, I like the cyclones. That's nice. Yeah, the yaw rate goes up too. I like that a lot. Oh, nice, Popeye. Nice.
Oh my goodness, you are everywhere.
Well, Popeye kind of knocked me on that one. Let's do more cyclones. There we go. All manual controls. Now these little drones are including a little button you can hit and they do the cyclone by themselves like that. And that's not what... This one is all manual controls. No altitude hold. I imagine we're only going to be able to fly for 2 more minutes max, just because it's a tiny little flight battery. What do you guys think? I mean, we've got this drone that costs twice as much as most drones that are exactly like this, but in this case, you have to put it together yourself. Some people like that process, but I've seen cheaper ones in this kind of a setup before.
Yeah, and the cheaper ones, you can buy the motors for and replacement parts and stuff, so I don't really get the price tag on this one.
I don't either, but that's why we do our videos for you guys. Adjusting the rates. You know, sometimes a person might buy this thinking, well, because it's $30, it's got to be more than the $15 versions of this drone, or maybe it'll perform better, maybe it's more powerful, faster, maybe it'll fly longer. But I don't see the appeal. If this didn't come in a DIY kit, would it be worth $30? The fact that you have to put it together yourself, is that why the price goes up? I don't know. It's flying pretty well though. I will give it that. Fun to fly. But I always like flying these little mini drones. No camera either.
Just lights.
Just lights. It flies well. You get it trimmed up. Flies really well. Nice little hover on its own. I just got lucky on the throttle there where I had it, where I left off. Yeah, DIY.
You did it, Nathan.
I did it.
I built something like you.
I built something.
You built it from scratch.
Yeah. I'm so bad at building stuff. It's just time management, and I get frustrated with things that don't work. But this was easy. Easy to build, easy to run the little wires.
And it's flying with the hot glue, so good job on that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's... You know, I like hot glue in this hobby. Hot glue on trucks.
We were just talking about how we like the way hot glue smells.
Yeah, hot glue on airplanes, hot glue on drones. That's kind of my go-to quick fix glue. Nice long flight time. Better than I expected. Do a couple more flips maybe. There we go. Oops, sorry. A little fast.
It's a lot more zippy than I thought it was going to be.
And that was only rate 2.
So this doesn't have altitude hold or anything like that. It's all just like a basic flying quad.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
No bells and whistles. Very simple. My throttle punch is getting really low, so I'm sure our battery's weak now. There we go. Blinking battery.
And there's the girl.
Amelia is crying. She needs our attention. I pretty well summed this up while we were flying it. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comment section below, though. Is it worth twice the price because you have to build it yourself? If you think so, it'll be linked below. You can buy one for yourself. For me, maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. I don't think I'm lazy. We've done this for 6 years and we're uploading videos almost every day, so I don't know if I'm lazy. I just want to fly. I don't really like to build a whole lot, unless it's something that I know I kind of have to, like airplanes. When you buy an airplane, they don't come with the wings on. You've got to put those together, and so that's to be expected. I've flown 20 drones or more exactly like this that come together at half the price. So that's where I'm coming from with this. I just don't understand it. It was easy to build though. Nothing frustrating here except the missing screws, but that was a quick, easy fix. Still, they should have been in the box, definitely. You know, there were 2 empty Ziploc bags. I think one is where the screwdriver would have been, and the other is probably where the screws would have been. So that's kind of funny. But we'll have all the good stuff linked in the description box below. If you guys want to support us in what we do, you, our patrons, are the reason our channel is still going strong. We're able to things like this that are duds and warn everyone about it, and we find some cool stuff and let you guys know about it so you know where to spend your money, your hard-earned money. And we couldn't do this without our Patreon supporters, so a huge thank you to you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!